Aiden in the middle over here. I was wondering, first half, what was working for you guys offensively that wasn't working in the second half? It was going scoreless.
We did the little things in the first half. I mean, we still have minor mistakes, in certain plays, but other plays, I think we fixed them, flushed our mistakes and kept it pushing, and it showed. And then second half, we came out and, we played I'm not going to say what we played like, but we didn't play good.
What does it mean for this program to now have a shot to, be bowl eligible with another win?
It means a lot. I feel like we should have been in this place a long time ago, but being able to go send these seniors off right, send everybody off right, it's a good feeling, good chance.
Aiden, that final drive after you guys, your defense got you the ball back a couple times, you couldn't do anything. Kind of what happened on that last drive, and kind of walk through those last two plays with the round end, and then the break, and then the timeout, and then the sneak.
Can you explain? I'm sorry. Can you?
Yeah. So walk through those last two plays, really, in particular, the run around the end, what you saw there, and what happened to come up short, and then the conversation to get to the sneak, and then what happened.
Really wasn't a conversation. It was like, we're gonna go win this game, So first, I was supposed to get the first down on the design QB run. It was a design QB wide zone, and I thought I did. The marker moved back, so my eyes deceived me. But it is what it is. But we was like, we're gonna go get the first down no matter what. We didn't plan on going out trying. I don't think we planned on kicking a field goal. I think we just planned on winning the game, whether a touchdown or a first down, and that's what we did.
Aiden in the middle here. You guys have talked about finding consistency and trying to find consistency for a while now. When you have kind of two polar opposite halves like that, is there a worry that might continue the inconsistency issues?
I'm never worried about the inconsistency in general. It's just something that happens, and it's like it shouldn't happen because we practice for things like this, and we practice everything that we did today. We practice all the plays that we ran today, all the looks we got, and it's just it's kind of disappointing, when you come out and you're hot, and then the next half it's like you've never played football before. But it is what it is. We still won the game. A win is a win, and we're gonna push from here. We're gonna improve next week. Yeah, just forget about it. 24-hour rule, we got the win. We're not where we want to be, though. We want 6 games. We want to get that bowl game, and we want to send these seniors off right.
For both you guys, with Jack got hurt there in the first quarter, what was your impression of what happened, and what's your reaction when you see one of your teammates hurt like that?
I felt like I set him up, so I really do take the blame for that, for him being hurt. I feel like tried to look the safety off. Safety didn't bite with me. I saw Jack open. And, it was a kill shot ball, and that's on me. I can't really apologize for real. That's something that, it already happened. I can't really change what happened. So, wish I could take it back, but I truly do apologize, and, that's on me.
Aiden over here. Can you just, talk a little bit about Montori? Just kind of Mr. Reliable always seems to be there for you.
Yeah, we practice every week. I've been here since January, and since January, he's been the same person, consistent. He keep on working no matter what's going on, no matter good or bad. And we've been through a lot this whole season right now. So every time I know I can trust it. I know I can trust Montori. I know I can trust him to go run the right route, do the little things, the details that we work on, and it's just a trust thing. It's a trust factor that you build over time, and I think it didn't take too long to build that, and it's maintained so far, and I'm enjoying it. So let's do it. Yeah.
How much pressure was on this team in the second half? Could you feel the pressure mounting, and how did you guys maybe find the resolve there in that last drive to get things done?
I felt like it wasn't really no pressure. We didn't feel any pressure. I felt like it was just a matter of just us executing what we had to do. It's just the little things that come down to it. We just didn't do our job, didn't do our 111. So that's kind of what, we didn't do today.
In that last drive, when you guys go on the field, what's the conversation?
Really just to do your job. It's that simple. I feel like, it's nothing that we got to overcomplicate. It's just simply doing your job.
Jordan, so what you, first half, what you guys thought you did well defensively, and then kind of what changed in the second half that allowed them to pick up some yards and some points?
I mean, after the first possession, we let them drive down the field and got a field goal. But, like, besides that, in the first half, we really got them off field when we needed to and didn't allow as many points. I think they finished the game with, -9 rushing yards, so we shut that down. But, we just came out fast and we came out physical, but, we got to finish better in the second half. Unacceptable.
Jordan right here. What did it mean to you guys as a defense to get that first sack in about 2 months there with Angelo early on? And in general, how important was pressure that you guys were able to get on him throughout the night?
Since they can only throw on us and they, basically base their whole game plan of throwing on us, we got to be able to get the quarterback down. And props to Hudson Card, he can scramble, avoid, but we kept pressing and kept trying to get our sack, and we finally did. So it's nice to get that off the bat.
On top of that, the turnovers, that had been an issue the last couple of weeks, particularly the fumbles. You guys hadn't had one since the Boston College game.
Yeah.
I guess when you get the one turnover, I mean, is there a momentum build in that point?
Of course. I mean, anytime you make a impact play when change of possessions, of course that team is going to get momentum. But next thing is to keep that momentum. Once we get it, keep it and never let it go.
Sort of following up on that, Jordan, your interception, how do you think that maybe flipped momentum in that span where the game was maybe getting away from you guys a little bit?
I guess it just took away a possession they could have potentially scored. So, we got off the field, and we just had to keep pushing and keep fighting because we knew the game wasn't over, but it's giving us a better chance of winning.
What do you remember about that play? What did you see as it developed?
They've been doing a lot of the tight end or number 3 just sitting down right over the ball to kind of, hit that sweet spot in cover 2. But, props to Cal. He had a great break on it, messed up the throwing, the pass, and it just bounced. But, I just kept playing till the, ball hits the ground. So whether Jello caught it or I caught it or Cal caught it, I knew somebody was going to have that because we needed to win. So. It bounced off Jello's helmet. Yeah.
And one of this is for any of the three of you guys. The pass that they had late down the sideline, where the guy slipped behind the defense. Did you see it on the field, Jordan? The one that their receiver dropped deep.
When I turn around, yeah.
When you see the ball go up, I kind of what
Next play.
Next.
Yeah, next play. I don't worry about that. They got to execute that. They didn't, so next play.
Did you guys on the sideline see it at all, or I guess what's that sensation to see that go through and know that?
One of those. That's it for real.
But I mean, if it happens, we got to go score.
Yeah.
That's just how it is, It's football, it's a long game, and stuff's going to happen. So,
Anything can happen.
yeah.
Jordan, you probably know Ruquan the best, I guess, out of the three. For him to come up with that blocked field goal for you guys, how important was that in the moment? And I guess what does it say about a guy like that who, older guy, hasn't played a ton to come up with a big moment for you guys late in the season like that?
It means a lot, props to our team. We got a lot of banged up starters, especially towards the end of our career. So, and a lot of our young guys or new guys who haven't had a lot of snaps in the beginning, they're now stepping up when their number's called. And they're getting put in the face of fire. So, it's just nice to know that when they're getting their shot, they're ready to step up and execute their job. So.
Sort of applies to you.
Shut up, bro.
Sort of applies to you guys back end too, with a lot of young guys too, right? How you guys, how you sort of try to navigate them through this week with a lot of guys playing big snaps for sort of the first time?
We just had to execute and play together. We got new faces in some positions, so we all just got to come together and play as a team, play as one, and that's how we execute the best as a defense when we play as one. So,
And you've been, kind of the leader of this team as quarterback and a captain. I'm wondering, kind of the same thing that Jordan was asked about all the injuries. The guys in front of you aren't rotating, so there's a lot of fatigue, I would imagine, playing that much football. Is there anything that you have to tell those guys, or what do they say about just kind of that, the ability to kind of persevere through the tiredness and through the fatigue?
First of all, like, I'm very thankful for all the seniors we have. Like, I mean, the guys that are probably not going to be here next year, like Montori and T. Mill, like, they always have something good to say and something that gets their group going, you know, because I'm one position. Like, they have more dudes on the field. And I'm thankful for them, like, all of them, for real. But with, you know, just going out there, I mean, we all know the goal. We all know what we have to do. I don't think there's a lot of encouraging words that we need to say, for real. I think we all have that same mentality, like, let's go do it. But there is times where we just be like, okay, we messed up, go flush it, like, figure it out, let's go do it again. Like, I think the first half we had a great mentality coming in. I think we scored every time we touched the ball, so that was big for us. And, you know, we flushed every mistake we had and kept it pushing.
5 questions for you, Montori.
5? Oh.
I was going to ask Aiden and both you guys, what did you see on the touchdown to Montori on that crossing route in the first
Nobody
half?
can guard this man.
And also the
Like,
deep.
they can't guard him. Like, I mean, he was across the field and he had to step on him. Should have got him on that go ball later in the game too, but he had to step on him. I'm like, all right, I trust my guy, and my guy's better than your guy. That's how I see it.
Is that on the go route, the one down the sideline?
Yeah, my guy's better than your guy. That's how it is.
Montori, what do you remember about that one and the touchdown?
You said what again?
What do you remember about the touchdown? I think he had 2 receivers out on that one. And
Oh,
missed
yeah.
concept.
You know, it was just a one-on-one matchup. I feel like I had to win across on the back line of the end zone. So that's kind of what I did, and you know, I just made a play.
See you, gang. Yeah, he said I'm staying. I mean, yes, it's nice to get a win because, of course, our bowls eligibility is on the line, so we really needed this win. But, like, you know, that's a sloppy finish. You know what I'm saying? Like, we expect us to finish better, especially when you know, one of our main topics this week was consistency and execution. So we got to do it too. It's 4-0, not just in the first half. So, you know, we're good. We're happy that we got this win, but at the same time, we're disappointed that we finished sloppy like that. But we'll learn and we'll get better. Getting my body back. I'm sore, man.
Jordan, I'm curious, when the pressure's on toward kind of late game situations, do you feel that in the field? Do you feel that in the plays, or is that something you just can't experience? I don't know. I'm curious from your perspective.
I guess, I just treat it as winning each play as it is. Don't think of it too big and don't think of it too small. So, like, first play of the game, you should have that same edge just like as the last play of the game with the game on the line. So.
Over here, with that letter there on your jersey, what are your responsibilities here late in the season, closing things out the right way that you know how you want to close it out?
We just got to finish strong, as simple as that. A lot of adversity we went through around this long schedule, so we stick together and we keep fighting no matter who's in front of us. And when we finish this season bowl eligible, then it will be ending up in the right way.
But specifically, what do you consider your responsibilities in this as a leader?
I guess just being there for my guys and keeping them focused and keeping them the main thing, and always strive for improvements, because, we don't want to be the same. We don't want to be as good as we was in the beginning. We want to get better as we get towards the end. So we need to always keep improving and seeing what we can do better so we don't have to play in these tight, close games.
Do you feel like you are improving?
Oh, yes. Yes, we are.
Their last play, 4th and 6, you came on a blitz, got some heat, I think, I can't remember with who else.
Chris Bogle.
Bogle, tell me about that play and how crucial that was to get off the field in that situation.
Let's see. I mean, it was the same play we got the sack on, first sack. But, They had a 50 scat protection, so they didn't have the back end. So really, it was up to like if we're gonna get there fast enough for the quarterback so he doesn't make a quick throw, or he was just gonna complete a pass. But thank you to Chris Bogle. He got off the ball fast as shit. Oh. I'm sorry.
All right, got the guy Martinez. You're done.
Dang, man. I was doing good. Dang, I'm sorry.
Nikai, one of the things that Jordan talked about was taking tomorrow, getting his body right, body and mind after this game with how tense it got at the end. How fatigued are you, and how fatigued do you think this team was towards the end, and why were you able to pull it out?
I feel like I wasn't really feeling fatigue. Like you said, my mindset was like, we got to find a way to come out with this W at the end of the game. And that was just me and JT's message to the team, offense and defense, to like, we got to finish this game. Like, no matter how your body's feeling or your mind, like, we have to finish this game. We could deal with this. Your body after tomorrow, we got an off day, good off day to relax and look over and get recovery, and that's what we're going to do.
Nick, I was wondering, with the secondary, with all the guys you got injured, I guess, what did you have to say for guys like Jalen Thompson, Brinson, all the young guys that got in there today and had to play, big minutes, big snaps?
I feel like they did good. They came in ready. Like I always been saying, the next man up. You always have to be ready no matter what. Who would have thought like we would have had to go that deep in depth, but we had to, and at the end of the day, they was ready, and I'm glad.
Nikai, I'm curious, when you guys are up 3 scores at halftime and it gets as close as it was, is that disappointing to you guys as a defense that things kind of got that out of hand in the second half?
I wouldn't say it was kind of a little disappointment, but our whole message at halftime was like, the game is not over. Like, it's a lot of football left. So we already had in our mindset, like, it's 0-0. They made plays, and we had to do what we had to do to be able to finish the game.
Okay, how important was some of the pressure you guys were able to get tonight? We were talking to you guys in the week about not having a sack for a while. You get that early, get a couple more, and then you get a big blitz to get them off on the field on 4th down late. Just when you guys were able to be effective with pressure, how much did you notice that affecting you guys in the back end?
Oh, yeah, I noticed a lot. It helps all of us at the end of the day, getting the QB face, and it causes turnovers at the end of the day. So I'm glad that we were able to find a way to get home, and we were able to capitalize.
Those couple third down there in the fourth quarter, the third and fourth quarter, their third and fourth down conversions, particularly the long ones. How does the defense maybe recover from that? I mean, you talk about being able to flush it, but those are kind of those big plays, chunk plays can kind of drive an offense the other way.
Yeah, you got to flush it and go to the sideline. Thank God we have the iPads now, so now we can actually be able to make adjustments and see what's going on. But while we're on the field, you have to flush it. It's next play, because you can't let that affect the next play. Then that's how things get worse.
I was curious, what were they doing with their tight ends that made them kind of effective there? It seems like they got a couple plays to those guys. What were they doing with that position?
Yeah, we knew 86 was the guy. He was the leading receiver on their team coming in, so we had a bullseye on him, trying to figure out where he was, and just didn't let him get that big explosive play that he was capable of doing. So I feel like we tamed him pretty good.
I also wanted to ask you about the one, they had the guy wide open long and he drops it. Do you remember what exactly happened there to give them that wide open, and how did you react when you see the ball hit the ground?
Nah, I don't know what happened. I gotta watch. We have to go watch film, but I'm glad he dropped it.
Just curious, you transferred up here from Florida. You ever played anything like that? What was it? You look like you're pretty warm right now. What was that experience like?
It's actually pretty cool to be in like the cold. guess we got a little bit of miss. I mean, when I'm playing, I don't really feel it as much. To where when I'm now, I mean, I'm bundled up, so I'm prepared for the Cub.
Over here, what does it mean to you to be one win away potentially from a bowl game here?
It means a lot. We have to win this last game to be able to have a winning season at the end of the day. Win this last game, fight, get a bowl game, win the bowl game, and end the season on a high note. I feel like that's the biggest thing, honestly.
I know we heard a lot about kind of isolating this game and not looking too far ahead, not overlooking Purdue, but was that something that you guys were thinking about? Like, look, we have to win this game, win the next one. Like, were you thinking about that process?
Yeah, I feel like the whole message was to win the day, win each and every day, win the week. We know that it's crunch time. Like, it's win or lose. We have to get a bowl game, but at the end of the day, we win in the day. Focus on a specific goal and team that we're playing. We're not really looking ahead.
With a roller coaster game like this, and late night and a lot of things, what was the mood like and celebration like in the locker room, or was there?
Oh yeah, we would just turn up. We would just turn in the locker room. I mean, a win is a win at the end of the day. It wasn't how we wanted it to go, but it's hard to win in college football, so we're gonna celebrate when we win, because at the end of the day, after this next tomorrow, we have to flush it. We got a new opponent. Yeah.
Do you think that skill to just flush it and look to the next opponent, do you think that's something that you guys develop over the course of a career? Like, is it hard for a freshman or a sophomore maybe that hasn't played so much to really do that?
Yeah, I feel like just growing up playing football, at the end of the day, playing football is always the next play, especially the position I play. So it's like you can't be worried about the previous play, because that's what like I said, it makes things worse. And for the freshmen and young guys that doesn't really, like you said, understand, we're on them, like, if something happened, like, flush it. Like, you have to. Yeah. Over time, like, even when you're young, all the way up, like, yeah, it's a lot of, football is a long game. We can't dwell on one play. So we just got to move forward. Appreciate y'all.